You are listening to the audio description of a sculpture titled Always Room for One More on a Sinking Ship, created by Australian artist Bruno Booth in 2022, where it was first exhibited at the John Stringer Prize at John Curtin Gallery, Western Australia. Booth was born in 1982 and has used a wheelchair for most of their life. The mixed materials of this large sculpture include steel, rubber, aluminium, medical-grade plastic, vinyl, batting, webbing, rope and embroidery. Its dimensions are 199.2 centimetres long, 65 centimetres wide and 72 centimetres high. The metal, rubber and vinyl materials are primarily shades of grey and black, creating a neutral industrial palette. The starting point for the form is a familiar object, a manual wheelchair. In this sculpture, the wheelchair has been cut in half and extended sideways, transforming the single seat into an elongated bench that can accommodate several people. The hybrid form of the metal framework and components retains the familiar geometry of a wheelchair. A defining feature of this sculpture is its descending diagonal angle, tilting from right to left, which causes the elongated bench to slope downward and appear to be dipping into the gallery floor, creating the impression that it is slowly sinking. On the right end, there remains a full set of wheels made of grippy rubber and cool, smooth tubular steel and aluminium, a large wheel and its small caster anchoring that side. On the left end, the large wheel has been cut in half and the small caster wheel is absent. The missing wheel parts means that the left end lacks the same height and structural support as the right. The seat spans the length of the extended frame. The seat surface is upholstered with vinyl, padded with batting beneath and supported by webbing and rope underneath. The vinyl is smooth, slightly waxy and maintains ambient room temperature, usually a little cooler on first touch and warming slightly under contact. The padded batting gives the surface a gentle firmness. On the back of the seating, at the left end, is a hand-stitched rectangular embroidered patch with Booth's characteristic subversive messaging that is conspicuous against the otherwise grey and black materials of the bench. The text reads, "Retire now," with retire embroidered in yellow and black above now in red capital letters. A yellow embroidered border surrounds the text. If traced by hand, the thread would feel like small raised lines or ridges. Always Room for One More on a Sinking Ship occupies nearly 2 metres of floor space, giving it a presence that encourages visitors to move around its length to fully experience and understand its altered form. Its downward angle shifts the viewer's sense of balance. The work's materials, industrial, medical and domestic, create a fusion of functional, clinical and familiar. The repeated wheelchair elements reinforce both the original function of the mobility device and the transformed communal seating, reimagining its capacity to invite more, while the tilt and uneven supports make the concept of structural or systemic imbalance both subtle and tangible, allowing the viewer to appreciate the sculpture's full structure, presence and impact. Enjoy. End.